Hey everybody, it's Lon.TV. We're taking a look today at something rather interesting. This is called the StreamLocator, and although this looks like a router, it's actually something different. What you do is you connect your TV boxes to it either over Wi-Fi or Ethernet, and it will make those TV boxes appear as though they're physically in a different location. And why that's important is that sometimes if you're trying to stream a local baseball game, you get hit with that blackout. This allows you to route around that. It will also let you watch TV from another country. So for example, if you're trying to watch some American streaming services, you can bring this overseas with you and plug your Roku box into it, and you can start watching those things. It's similar to how some VPN services work, but a lot of smart TVs and streaming devices like Roku boxes don't support VPNs, and this will allow you to use those devices in a way that you really couldn't before. And we're going to take a closer look at this thing and how it works in just a second, but I do want to let you know, in the interest of full disclosure, that this came in free of charge from the manufacturer. However, all the opinions you're about to hear are my own. No one is paying for this review, nor has anyone reviewed or approved what you're about to see before it was uploaded. So let's get into it now and see how this StreamLocator box works. Now the price point on this is about $85. In addition to the cost of the hardware, there is also an annual subscription that you have to pay for, but it comes with a year of that subscription out of the box. Now, if you pay annually, that subscription costs about $70 per year. If you decide to go month to month, it's about $7 a month. Now, although this looks like a router, it doesn't replace your router. Instead, you plug your router into it. So what you do is you run an Ethernet cable from your existing router, or really any port on your network, over to the WAN port on the back of the StreamLocator, and then you connect your devices to the Wi-Fi here. You can also connect up your streaming devices to the Ethernet. Now, at the time I'm recording this video, they support just over 60 services, and some of those are subscription services and others are free. Now, on the subscription services, you need to have an active subscription with the service that you're looking to relocate regions with. So if you don't have a subscription, this doesn't get you one for free, but it does allow you to use your subscription for a US-based service in another country or vice versa. And what I would suggest you do is take a look at what they currently support and see if it's going to work for you. Additionally, they have a free Chrome plugin, an extension, that will allow you to test things out first if you want to see how it might work on your computer before going ahead and purchasing the device and the services. Now, one of the things I was excited to try with the StreamLocator was Netflix, because it's all over their marketing. Unfortunately, though, Netflix is not currently working with it at the time I'm recording this video. StreamLocator says they are working on getting it available once again, but right now it is not functional. And I think this is something to keep in mind with this product, because it's going to be a cat and mouse game between StreamLocator and some of these VPN services and the streaming providers, who of course don't want you relocating yourself to another country. So just be aware of that. Some services that work today may not work tomorrow. All right, let's take a look now and see how this works. I've got an Android TV device right now connected to my local Wi-Fi, but not to the StreamLocator. I've got the BBC iPlayer here, which of course is the BBC app that only works in the UK. And if I try to watch one of these BBC shows here, you can see that something went wrong loading the program, because I am not currently showing as though I'm in the United Kingdom. So what I'm going to do now is go over to my settings here, and I'm going to connect my Wi-Fi to the StreamLocator. So let's go over to this and select the StreamLocator and connect. And once it's done connecting, I'm going to reload the BBC iPlayer, and we should be able to watch some of this content. Let's have a look. All right, so we're back in the app here, but now we're connected to the StreamLocator's Wi-Fi. And if we go over here to the BBC and look at what's on live right now, you'll see that it comes up and starts playing like we were located in the UK. And the reason is that the StreamLocator has convinced the BBC servers that we're actually in the UK, when in fact we are here in the United States. So this is a great way, if you are looking to get access to UK TV, to do it. Although you do need to keep in mind that it's a little tricky to get the apps installed on your smart TV or streaming device, because these apps are not available in the US App Store. So in the case of the Roku, you actually have to set up a UK Roku account and have a Roku that's logged into that UK account so you can get the apps on it. In the case of the Android TV device here, I had to sideload the BBC iPlayer app from apkmirror.com because this app won't install through the US Google Play Store. On Apple TV, it will work as well, but you have to set up a UK Apple account to get the app. So it's not the easiest thing to do, but it does work. Now, one thing that is easy to do, though, is get around local sports blackouts here in the United States. Let's take a look at two examples of that. Now, if we take a look at MLB.TV, you'll see that the Boston Red Sox, the New York Yankees, and the New York Mets are blacked out here in my zip code in Connecticut. And of course, those are the three teams that people in Connecticut care about the most. And the other night, there was a Subway Series in New York City between the Yankees and the Mets. And if you pulled that up on MLB.TV, even with a subscription, you couldn't watch it. But what I did is I connected it up through the StreamLocator here, and I was able to get the game to play because this will relocate you outside of the blackout area so you can actually watch the game that you're paying for. Now, I found, though, with MLB's app that it wasn't as simple on Android as just quitting the app and reloading it after you switch Wi-Fi networks. I actually had to uninstall the app and reinstall it while the Android device was connected to the StreamLocator. So if you're getting blackouts after you first connect to the StreamLocator, try reinstalling the app while you're on the StreamLocator's Wi-Fi, and that should get it working. Now we're going to jump into the StreamLocator's configuration page because the NFL is available if you're outside the US through a service called DAZN, and it's actually a lot less expensive to use DAZN versus some of the other streaming services here in the US. Now what we have to do is tell the StreamLocator where we want to pop out in the world. So you can select your location for select services here in your configuration screen. And for DAZN, we're going to set ourselves up as a Canada viewer, and that will completely change the service. So check out what I did on Sunday when there was a bunch of NFL games running. Initially, I had the location change-up thing disabled, and when I logged into DAZN, I got boxing and a few other sports, not much. And then when I switched it to Canada and logged back in, all of a sudden I got every NFL game that was currently being played on Sunday available to me live, and they all just worked. So it definitely does work as advertised, especially if you're trying to get live sports on. And I know that's been a big frustration for cord cutters because there's so many blackout rules in effect. It's often hard to get these games that you're paying to watch, and this might be a way to get around that, at least until DAZN figures out how to lock you out of that Canadian region. Now, I'm sure many subscribers to the channel are seeing Plex here on the list, and you can assign a relocation to Plex content for the United States. Now, this is not for your own hosted Plex content. This is for their free stuff that they're offering. And of course, they offer free content all over the world, but it varies based on the region. So here you can set your location to the United States and you can get access to all of the free Plex content that is available here in my country. And in full disclosure, Plex is an occasional sponsor here on the channel, but they are not sponsoring this video. Now, to get a little nerdy here, this is not a VPN, so it's not tunneling you through some other connection. Your IP address will likely be visible to the services you're connecting to. What it does do is it uses some routing tricks and proxying when required to get the services to believe that you're located someplace else, but it tries to do the bare minimum so that you have the best performance. So just be aware of that. This is not a privacy device, nor is it a VPN. And one advantage of this not being a VPN is that if you load up an Xbox game, for example, and the Xbox is connected to the StreamLocator here, it'll pass through that game data without doing any rerouting. But once you quit the game and load up a supported media app on that Xbox, it will do the rerouting for that, which is pretty neat. Just know, though, that you are setting up a double NAT scenario when you have this connected to your network, because this creates a separate local network that is going through your existing routers. So sometimes games have some issues punching through two routers to get to you, but beyond that, it will pass through anything that it's not going to reroute. Now, is this better than a VPN? Well, I think if you're trying to connect up Rokus and smart televisions and other things, and you're not too great with networking. This is going to be a lot simpler because all they have to do is connect and they'll be rerouted automatically. In fact, in their marketing here, they're saying, leave the VPNs to the enthusiasts. And I think that's a very good tagline because if you are an enthusiast, you probably know how to get your devices connected to a VPN. And if you'd rather not futz with it, just get this thing and connect them up automatically and you're done. The only risk you have with this is that there might be services that just stop working all of a sudden and they'll have to make some adjustments to get them working again. And beyond that risk, I did find it to be a very simple product to get up and running and a real fun little thing to play around with over the last couple of days. That is going to do it for now. Until next time, this is Lon.TV. Thanks for watching.
This channel is brought to you by the Lon.TV supporters, including gold level supporters Hot Sauce and Video Games, Brian Parker, Chris Allegretta, Tom Albrecht, Thomas Anfang, Jim Tanis, and Handheld Obsession. If you want to help the channel, you can by contributing as little as $1 a month. Head over to lon.tv/support to learn more. And don't forget to subscribe. Visit lon.tv/s.